Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So on this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a smoky tube dress with spaghetti straps. So here, this is the fabric I'm going to use. You can use any fabric of your choice. I folded my fabric into two, and on the folded edge I marked 5 inches. This 5 inches is going to serve as an extra allowance. Then after marking the 5 inches, you connect it with a straight line. Connect it to your ruler, and then after connecting it, you fold it in. Then the next thing you are going to do is to create an edge. This edge is going to serve as a starting line or a starting point. So every of your measurement is going to start from that line that you've created. For the edge, I'm using 1 inch. So after marking the 1 inch, you connect it with a straight line. And then before you take your measurement, you remember for the straps, you are going to take away how many inches you would need for the straps. For the straps, I'm using 5 inches. So I'm taking 5 inches off every measurement that I'm taking. So the first measurement I'm taking here is the chest line. So the chest line, for your chest line, you know how to calculate it. Your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 is your chest line. Then you mark it and connect it with a straight line. Then the next one is your bust line. Your bust line is from your shoulder to your nipple. But remember to always take away the 5 inch. This is more like an off-shoulder dress, but with a spaghetti straps. So when you're done marking your bust line, the next line is going to be your waistline. Mark your waistline and connect it with a straight ruler. And then after marking your waistline, you are going to mark your hips line. And for your hip line is you're going to mark your hip depth. Your hip depth is from your waist to your hips. So here my hip depth is 9. So I marked 9 inches from the waist to the hip and connected with a straight line, and that line is now your hip line. And then after that, I'm going to take the length of the dress. For this dress, I'm using 38 as the length. You can take your desired length. For mine, I'm using 38 inches. Connect it with a straight line. And after that, I'm going to add an extra allowance to the down part. My reason for that allowance is because after smoking, you find out that the dress is short. It becomes shorter than the normal length that you've already taken. So because of that, you add at least 3 inches, so that after smoking, it will still be the same size the same length that you've marked earlier. So here I'm adding 4 inches. 1 inch is going to be for the folding, and the 3 inches is going to be for the extra allowance. So now that we are done with the vertical measurements, we're going to go ahead and mark all the horizontal measurements. So on the starting line, or the starting points, or the edge, I'm going to mark 6 inches. I added half of an inch. This is going to be because I'm going to fold it in with a bias tape. So this, you can decide to add half of an inch or quarter of an inch, so to fold it in. And on the chest line, I'm going to mark my bust measurement. My bust divided by 4, you mark it here. And on the bust line, you also mark your bust measurement, your bust divided by 4. You mark it on your bust line. This is the first line. The first line is the starting point. Second one is the chest line. Third one is the bust line. You mark your bust divided by 4 there. And on the fourth line is your waist line. So you mark your waist divided by 4, and then your hip divided by 4. You mark it on the hip line. And on the hem line, you're going to take that same hip measurement, take it down to the hem line and mark it there as well. If you want it to be a pencil dress, you can decide to remove 2.5 inches or 2 inches from your hip measurements. That is your hip measurement divided by 4. You can decide to remove 2 or 2.5 inches to make it a pencil dress. But I want it to be a straight dress, so I'm not taking off any inches. So after that, I'm going to connect all the lines that I've marked. But first, I'm connecting my armhole. Use a curve to connect your armhole and then a straight ruler to connect other lines. Also, you're supposed to add at least 1 or 1.5 inches. This is going to be for the hemming allowance or sewing allowance. I added 1 inch and connected it as well. And on the hip line, I'm going to use my curved ruler to curve it. And on the chest line, I added 1/4 inch. On those places, I'm going to use a bias tape to fold it in. So I added at least 1/4 inch for the folding. And then, now that we're done marking, we go ahead and cut. So for this dress, the front and the back is going to be the same. It's going to be the same. There is no extra allowance that you're going to add at the back. So after cutting this front part, you get another fabric, place this one that you've cut on that fabric, and then you cut the back. So yeah, the front and the back is going to be exactly the same. After cutting, you bring out the 5 inches that you folded in and then place this on. So next on, I'm going to show you how to wind your thread to your reeler. So this is an elastic thread. The elastic thread, you're going to use your hand to roll it into the reeler. And mind you, this is elastic, it stretches, so you should remember not to stretch it while rolling into your ruler. Okay, so here, this is how it is done. Use your hand to roll it into your roller. Take your time, don't stretch it. Yeah. So when you're done rolling your thread into your bobbin and your ruler, then you fix it into your shuttle. Just the way you fix your normal thread, fix it to your shuttle, and then this one, your shuttle, you fix it in your shuttle, and then it will go under your machine, and then your normal thread. So as you can see, I've started smocking already. Always remember to lock it from the beginning. So guys, this is the finished work. And yeah, it took me a little time, yes, especially because I'm using a manual sewing machine. If you're using an industrial, I think it will take less time. Yeah, but see the beauty already. So when you're done smoking, you place the two patterns right side facing each other, and then you pin it down and join it with 1 inch, your 1 inch sewing allowance that you added. And then the next thing is the strap. I've got the straps already. The strap is 11 inches long, 10 inches for the strap, and then 1 inch is going to be for the joining. Yeah. So I've joined the two patterns together, folded my straps. I fixed one of the straps already. So yeah, this is a closer look of how I fixed it. I'm going to finish it up later, for a neater look. And then I'm going to go ahead and fix the second strap, and then give it a good press so that it look very neat. Yeah. So guys, here is the finished look. See how beautiful and gorgeous it looks. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and leave a comment for me on the comment section. I would love to read from you. Like and share. Yeah, I'll see you on my next video. Bye. See you next time.